And my wife was like, well, do you want to go to Australia? And I was like, yeah. That's kind of why I got together with you in the first place. She don't watch this, does she?
Hey folks, Ben from Smokin Hot Confessions here. It's day 2 at Smokin in the Valley. It's a lot cooler, it's a lot nicer. And with me right now, I've got the Cave Man from Cave Man BBQ. Cave Man, how are you?
Good, mate. How are you? You enjoying WA?
I love it coming over here to WA, man. This is the second year in a row I've come over and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, man, they got some great comps over here. I love the smoking comps. The charity feel of them are great. Like, the commercial comps are good. We have a great time at them. The fellowship's all there. When you come out here and you know you're doing something for the community, that's why I really like to get involved with the smoking events particularly.
Yeah, it's a really good cause too, raising money for charity. That's Lifeline is the benefactor of this of this event, which is just, whoops. So it's just fantastic to see that coming out.
That's it. And the guys get amongst it to support it, like tips for treats. Everybody gets involved, puts out their 50 plus, tips or treats, all that goes to charity. Us as a team, the King Road Cave Man, we're a collaboration. So myself, Cave Man BBQ, my restaurant, and then the King Road Brewery, we get together to compete. And also we have an agreement where if we do get a call up, we win any money, we donate it all right back to the charity. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did that at Smokin in the City 2017, which is the last time I competed, and we'll keep the tradition going. So.
Mate, that's amazing. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
So you've got a restaurant in the city, you were saying?
In Fremantle, yeah. I've got a little place in Fremantle, like about, I'd say 12, 13 years ago. I was in Louisiana, and I went into a gas station to get some fuel, and there was a guy who had a window, gas station barbecue. That's what it was. He had a window, like literally like this big, and he was serving pulled pork sandwiches. And I saw that, and I was like, Jesus, if I ever open my own place, I'd love to do something like that. So I got a little food court style barbecue place. I do a lot of burgers as well, a lot of comfort food, like I do a lot of fried chicken and stuff like that. It's all that Southern American comfort food that I really get into. I spent a lot of time in my my early career in Florida, Georgia, that kind of area. So I took a lot of stuff out of there, and I just love like the interaction too, the direct to the customer interaction, not being like way back in a kitchen and doing table service is really cool. So my favorite part of it's just dealing with the punter that's buying my food. Like I don't do it because I want to make money. It's great to feed the kids that way, but man, I love watching people eat my food. So I'm doing it all for me.
Yeah.
So I would love to get out, walk around the tables in the food court. Like it's a food court. I won't go out, walk around the tables, walk up, people, how's your meal, And people really get into that, you know what I mean? I've cultivated a really good following because people like that I'm into the enjoyment, you know what I mean? So
it's that personal contact.
It is, mate. Look, I'm from a big family. My mom was at home and she cooked all of her meals, and that was how my mom kind of showed love to the family. And it's the same with me. Like it's how I really connect with people. Like I've been a chef for 20 years, and it's how the real way I can connect with people is feed them and see them enjoy my food. That's how I get it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, right. And so you're obviously from Canada originally.
I am.
You've just told me that you've spent a load of time in the States.
I did.
What brought you to Fremantle?
Like many a young man, I was bitten by the love bug. My wife is an Aussie girl. She's from Frio, and we met 20 years ago, and it eventually took us over here. So I was all over. I was working in Florida. And then I went to the Arctic. I was 286 miles inside the Arctic Circle running a...
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was running a hotel and restaurant up there. It was basically a fly-in camp for infrastructure. And I was running this place up there, and my contract finished, and my wife was like, well, do you want to go to Australia? And I was like, yeah. That's kind of why I got together with you in the first place. She don't watch this, is she?
I don't know.
Damn, she follows you. Shit, I'm in trouble.
Well, my wife is American, and so I know that it's easier for her to get citizenship in Australia than it is for me to get citizenship over there at the moment. So
yeah, well, I'm lucky. See, my wife's a professional. It's like she works as a nurse, and so she could multi transfer around. And when I moved over, I was lucky to be young enough to get in under I came over originally on a working holiday.
Oh,
and then,
right.
Because we'd been together for so long and we had a kid, I just scanned 2 copies of the kid and sent it into the immigration office, and away we went. Now I'm going to tell you, I got a friend going through it right now. It ain't near that easy anymore.
Yeah, no, we did ours I think 16 years ago, something like that. So.
Yeah. So, but I love Australia. Like it was funny. I had a guy ask me here yesterday. Would you go back to Canada? And I was like, yeah, I love going back. I go back about every 5 years for 3 months, and we'll spend 2 months in the States and a month in Canada. We generally will 5 years. We'll go back in the summer. Next time we'll go back at Christmas, right? And I love that, but you know, the just quality of life here and the people, you know, and I'm gonna go out and say this: Australia and Canada, really similar people. Like we're all laid back and stuff like that. So yeah, I love it here. But when I first moved here, mate, it was minus 54 the day I flew out, and it was plus 36 when I landed.
That's rough.
I've got over it now. You know, it's been 15 years. And I think I got over it yesterday in the heat here.
Yeah, that was pretty savage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question about your smokers. I can see you got two Traegers there.
Yeah.
What's the one in the middle?
That's a Pit Boss. So they sell that at, better look this way. That's a Pit Boss. They sell it at Bunnings. It's actually not mine. It's one of my crew. So my crew, I got a pretty eclectic bunch. So I've got Dan, the head chef at the King Road Brewery. Then I've got my apprentice from my restaurant, and he's getting into smoking, and that's his first smoker he bought. So he wanted to bring it down and have a go with it. And it's really cool little unit. It's got some great temp control on it. It's real stable. Just as far as I'm concerned with this one use, it's just as stable as the Traeger. But it's also got a lower control. You could use that as a wood-fired warming cabinet if you wanted to.
Oh, wow.
And the pellet capacity on it, you can fit about 27 to 36 kilos of pellets in it.
Oh, so that's a vertical pellet smoker.
A bit of vertical pellet smoker.
Interesting.
It is very interesting. Yeah, they sell them here at Bunnings. I don't know anywhere else that carries. I think Pit Boss is a Bunnings brand. So we're not sponsored by Bunnings, though. But Bunnings, if you'd like to, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
So. That's it. Yeah.
All right, well, man, thanks very much for your time.
No problem. Thanks for coming out.
I can see that your boys are over here, and they're looking at your empty chair next to the parsley chopping box there. So obviously you're supposed to be over there doing that.
Well, you know, there's one of the qualities of a leader is good delegation.
Yeah.
No, thanks for coming out, Ben, and thanks for coming out and shining a light on what we do here in WA, mate. It's great service that you do too.
Anytime, mate. Thanks very much.
Thanks, bud. Cheers.